Divya Iyer, Senior VP for GoodRx. I'm so excited to talk with you in 2026 on the Valder Beebe Show. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
Well, we got a hot topic, you and I, today, GLP-1. That is what my audience is just asking me so many questions because I told them you were coming on. So let's get started.
Absolutely.
Tell me about what's a GLP-1 before we talk about the other aspects of it?
GLP-1s are prescription medicines that help regulate your appetite and blood sugar and can help you manage your weight, diabetes, and overall health.
Okay. I'm going to take a couple of questions because my audience is spread out on multiple platforms, radio, TV, print, that type of thing. And this one comes from Instagram. The poster wants to know, do you have to have a prescription for GLP-1? Because they've been seeing it sold at different kinds of places, and they are not prescription-oriented.
That's an important question. The demand for these medicines has skyrocketed, and a couple of years ago we had supply issues, so it's created this whole knockoff market. It's important that you understand what's FDA approved and how to spot knockoffs. So when it's FDA approved, that means that it's gone through extensive testing and has proven to be safe and effective, and it's regulated, so you know what you're putting in your body. However, the knockoff versions, right, you can spot them if they're really low in cost, if they are available without a prescription, like you mentioned, or without talking to a licensed healthcare provider, or if it says compounded on the medication, that's when you know that it's not the real thing, it's not FDA approved.
There you go, poster. And I want my audience to know I'm speaking with Divya Iyer. She's with GoodRx. She started her career as an immunologist and a clinical scientist, so she comes well qualified to talk about this today. So, Divya, are there any, these medications are covered by insurance? Could you talk about that?
It depends on the type of GLP-1 medication, what it's prescribed for, and your insurance. So these medicines are generally well covered when prescribed for diabetes, but they're not covered when they're prescribed for weight loss. In fact, research from GoodRx has shown that even for people with insurance coverage, over 90% of them face restrictions, delays, and additional steps when trying to access these medications. However, the good news is that the manufacturers of these medications have recently put out more affordable self-pay or cash pay prices, and on GoodRx you can access the lowest discounted cash prices for these medicines. So earlier this month, the FDA approved the first ever oral version or pill for weight loss, and that's available on GoodRx for $149 a month. And the pen or injection version that was approved earlier is available for $199 a month.
So you can pay out of pocket is what you're saying?
That's right. So for people where insurance is not the right option, right, where it doesn't cover it or there's additional steps, patients can go to GoodRx to find the lowest discounted prices and pay cash out of pocket.
Okay. So what if a person doesn't have diabetes, but they're been diagnosed as obese? What should they consider before taking a GLP-1?
There's a whole host of options out there in terms of types of GLP-1 medications, dosages, of course, the FDA approved and the compounded versions and so on. So the first step is to go and talk to your doctor. So you can talk to your regular doctor, or there's a whole host of telemedicine solutions out there. And at GoodRx, we make that very easy with GoodRx for Weight Loss, which is our online telehealth subscription offering for $39. Patients can go to find all the different options and can get connected with virtual consultations with a licensed healthcare provider who will then prescribe the medication if it's right for them.
Someone listening to this interview want to get started, where do they start?
People can go to goodrx.com/GLPsave. With all the different options out there and all the information, GoodRx can act as that trusted resource that brings together access and affordability information and can help people understand what's safe, what's affordable, and where to start.
Divya, this has been so informative. I want to thank you so much for being so up on your industry and answering my audience's question. Have a great day, and thanks for stopping by the Valder Beebe Show.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of the Valder Beebe Show.
We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBBShow.com and YouTube.com/ValderBBShow. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to youtube.com/ValderBBShow and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.